Are you whispering? No, I was okay. I was like, maybe you lost your voice. Try to be gentle. Dana had keys. Give these back to Dana. Thank you. Sure. Enjoy. Sure. Okay, 4 counts on F, all right? And so when you breathe in, think about the good sound you had when you put that in your mouth, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, can you guys try to blend your sound a little bit? It sounds a little edgy right now, so make sure it's open and your tongue is flat on your palate. So tongue down, open oral cavity. 1, 2, ready? Wuyen, you play for me. I'm just going to tune you guys really quick. 1, 2, ready? Yeah. So if you keep your air consistent and steady, because it kind of went this way and that way, so make sure you're putting it right in the middle, and then it'll be great. Now you. 1, 2, ready? Yeah, you're flat. You're playing steady, but it's flat, so you can push it. Again. 1, 2, ready? More air, more air. So the bigger breath, the deeper fuller from the diaphragm, right? 1, 2, ready? Okay. Pushing a little bit more, actually. Now everybody, 1, 2, 1, 2, ready? Hear how it kind of was edgy at first? There's waves and then it got better as it went on. Did you hear that? Yeah? Did you hear it, William? Okay, let's see if we can get that right away. 1, 2, ready? Yeah, I like that a lot. And do you hear how you're using more air? To me, it sounds like you're using more air than you usually do, okay? So now we're going to play 4 counts. Big breath, we're going to play fortissimo. We're going to get rid of all of our air 4 counts, okay? With the same type of breath you did before. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready? Did you get rid of all your air?
No.
I don't believe you. Okay, yeah. If you say yes, I was going to say, I don't think so. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready? Get rid of all your air?
Almost.
Almost. Want to try again? 1, 2, ready? How about this time? Yeah? Did you do it, Wuyen?
A little. Like
A little?
Almost.
Okay. Michaela, wasn't that like the biggest sound you've heard them ever do?
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing, you guys. So when you see fortissimo and you see that in the ensemble, that's what you do. You make sure you're getting rid of all of your air with a good breath, because that was also a really good sound. So good job. And do you have the dynamic exercise I gave you for last time? By any chance? I gave you like those scale sheets.
Oh. This one?
Yes, it's at the bottom there. You don't think I have it? You can just look off of Wuyen. It's not that hard to figure out here. So let's do a scale sheet together. And so the same intensity of air that you were doing on that long tone, you can translate even to the soft dynamics. Okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready? Ugh. B flat, right? Let's play B flat. Oh, this.
Second one.
Yeah. Can you see that? Should I scoot it over a little more? You can move it to where you need it. So it's on a B flat, so just pay attention to the dynamics. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready? I'll put the metronome on.
Is that the right note? So it's getting louder every
Yeah. Yeah. metronome. Yeah. And so the point of this is because we need a wide range. So our pianos should be different than our mezzo pianos, right? And different than our mezzo fortes. So we'll put it right here. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we breathe. It's not even yet, so I don't hear it exactly. And so you should re-articulate every note.
Yeah,
You're just kind of holding it out.
I tried to do louder, but then I raised the note.
You raise the pitch, yeah. And so that's important. And so that means you're using faster air instead of like a bigger volume of air. So try to give more air but the same speed, because sometimes you'll try to give a lot of air and it'll shoot you up, because that's how you get higher notes as well, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So pianissimo. 1, 2. So we still need fast air, but just a smaller volume of air, because we didn't hit the high note. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Piano, mezzo piano, mezzo forte, forte, fortissimo, and back down. Piano, going to forte. So this is something you should practice on your own, because we need the skills to be able to translate that into ensemble stuff. And so did you guys feel like you were using the same amount of air when we gave our big forte on our one note? Did you use the same amount of air when you were doing this dynamic exercise when we got to forte?
Not always.
Not always?
I tried to, but
you tried to?
I forgot to let all my breath out.
Yeah, exactly. So that's something to think about. So when you're playing those loud passages, you're like, am I using as much air as I did when we made that huge sound? All right? So I think that's good. We are going to move on to, we're going to do one more long tones thing. So start on the high B flat. Okay?
Right. Oh, okay.
The same B flat.
Going down chromatically?
We're actually going to move up chromatically, because we're having all that high treble in the diva, you know? And so we're going to work on our high registers. So we're going to just hold the B flat. If I don't drop my tuba and die here. And then you can move that stand now wherever you want. Okay. So we're just going to do 8 counts. We're going to move up chromatically. So we're going to start on B flat, okay? 1, 2, starting on B flat. Let's start again. If you could just never make sure your air speed never slows down, okay? So make sure you're getting a lot of air, fast air the whole time, okay? And your chops will get tired, your embouchure will get tired, that's okay. 1, 2, starting on B flat, here we go. We're moving up by half step, okay?
So that was C?
That was C. So B natural is what fingering?
I think
it's 1 and 2. Yeah.
Oh.
1 and 2. I'll help you as we go. C is 1. Okay. I'll help you as we go. So make sure you're looking for me, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. And then we're going to play
C sharp.
Yeah. So just play C sharp. And now your C sharp is 2, okay? C sharp. We're going to go to D. Are you looking at my fingering to see?
No.
Okay, so D is open, okay?
Okay.
Set with a good breath, Nguyen, okay? E flat. E flat is first valve, okay? Okay, so as I'm seeing you move up, I see more tension creep in. And I see you kind of like shrivel in because it's hard to get high notes out, right? And so you work harder. But actually, high notes come out easier if you relax and just let the air do the work for you, all right? So play that E flat again. E flat, 1, 2, ready? Yeah, 1, 2, ready? So Andrew, shake it out. Shake it out. Yeah. And so I'm gonna have you play and then I'm gonna have William play. 1, 2, ready? Do you feel relaxed as you play that?
More than usual.
More than usual. Make sure you keep your shoulders down and make sure you start off with fast air. 1, 2, ready? Firm corners, okay? I see you puffing out a little bit. 1, 2, ready? Yeah, I really like that. Now, Wu Yin. 1, 2, ready? Just like injury, fast air, you have to set it right away, okay? 1, 2, ready? 1, 2, ready? Okay, you hit a higher note, that's okay. 1, 2, ready? Yeah, as fast air as possible. 1, 2, ready? Okay. Yeah, you're getting there. So even if you hit a higher note, that's okay. I just want you to focus on using that fast air. Good stuff, guys. Let's run through our C, B flat, and E flat scales, okay? We should already know those, right?
Yeah.
So we practice them? Okay. So get your scale sheet out if we need to. We're going to run them at tempo. We're not stopping for anything, okay? This is the quarter note. 1, 2, ready? C scale. We're going to start with C.
Oh, C.
We'll stop in between. C. 1, 2, C, 2, ready? One more. Let's try not to drag.
Lost.
Yeah, we'll do it one more time. 1, 2, ready? Okay, one more time. One more time for we in. 1, 2, ready? Okay, so Wu Yin, I want you to work on it, okay? And even if you need to, because I see you kind of fumbling in the higher register for your...
I can't go that fast.
Yeah, it's fast, right? So I'm pushing you a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to see if you can do it. So, B flat scale this time. B flat. 1, 2, B flat, 2, ready? Yeah, it sounded really good. Good job, Louie, and that was awesome. And then E flat. Ready? E flat. 1. So, yeah. 1. And we'll slow it down a little bit. 1, 2, E flat, 2, ready? One, 2, 3, 4. We got injury play. 1, 2, ready? So it looks like you're leaning forward a little bit. Is it possible to bring the tuba to you so you're more relaxed? So sit up straight, just like without the tuba. Sit up straight, yeah. Is it possible to bring the tuba to you in that position, or is that a little too...
It seems like
Is it possible to raise your stand up?
Yeah, so I could probably raise it up.
I think we should do that. Is this how you do it? I don't know. You probably know this guy better than me. Let's try it right there.
You have to take the pen out.
Oh. Sorry. Taking this guy all the way out, right?
Yeah.
Or you should do it. Because what I'm seeing is that you're like hunching a little bit.
Yeah,
and that's
I'm
gonna
lean forward to...
Yeah. And it'd be better if you could bring it to you. One, it's just more comfortable. And two, the more comfortable you are, the better your sound's gonna be just because you're more relaxed. Okay. So move it up one notch. And while you're doing that injury, whenever you play the E flat scale, let's go slower. One.
I'm leading.
Sorry. I don't know. You are. Okay. E flat. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we play.
Oh, wait. So we're doing E flat?
E flat.
Okay.
Yeah. 1, 2. Starts on first. Bow. Here we go.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine. 1, 2. Here we go. It's getting there, Ian. You know, it's getting there. What I want you to do next time, I want to see you writing the fingerings that you're missing in. And I think if you're not thinking about it, because you're getting the sounds really good, and it's just the fingerings take a little bit, you know. So next time I'll just have you play it at whatever tempo you want, but I want to see the fingerings like you go to them right away. Okay. Now let me see you here. Let me hear you play something. Okay. Can I have, so go away from the tuba and sit up as just as straight as possible, but not like rigid, but just like sit up like you're relaxed, and then bring the tuba to you. Is that a little high now?
Just a bit.
Yeah, so if you could, can you scoot this out more? So scoot the tuba out, yeah. And then, all right, so that looks good to me.
Kind of it's coming with
It's coming like toward you? Okay. Yeah. It's hard with this stand, but it's important to, because once it's there. Does that feel better? Okay. Yeah. So play like that. Tell me what you think about it, you know? If it feels weird and you don't like it, you can tell me. But I think it'll be easier if you to breathe and it'll be more comfortable, okay? All right, get out Medal of Freedom. I'll get it out for you. So far away. Is that good? Cool. And we're gonna try to run this, guys. So. Oh, I have 2 pages for you. The second page in here? Okay, there's. Ta-da! We're gonna try to run this, all right? This goes jump, 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 jump. So what articulation are we using?
2.
Not quite. Toe, right?
Oh.
Toe, right? Cool.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1. My goal is to run this, even if we mess up. Yeah, you breathe as much as you need to, okay? Because with something like this, something that's staccato, you can afford the breath, you know? You don't have to push all the way through the measure. Alrighty. It's a little fast. I take it right there, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. kind of fast, right?
Yeah.
This is how fast it's going to go in the concert. So let's see how far we can get. 25. 1, 2, 25, 2, ready. Yeah. We get 41. 1, 2, 41, 2, ready. Stop. This is sounding good, by the way. You guys are doing a great job.
Just be quiet though.
Yeah. Andrew's got it. See the dynamic?
Yeah.
Okay. Starts loud and gets soft. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. Okay.
Oh.
One more shot.
Yeah, no,
1, 2, ready. But, so my purpose for this, guys, is I know you're missing some notes, and that's okay, but we can't stop, because if we stop in the concert, then there's just going to be no tuba eventually, and we can't have that, because we're the tuba section, all right?
And what's F natural? What's the figure?
It's open,
Oh, okay.
because it's just the same as F, right? So natural just means no sharp and
okay.
flat. Yeah. So you guys are doing great. What I really liked is we kind of got off around, like, into this section, you know? We kind of got off. We got back on. Did you hear that? So we got back on, and then it was going really well for a long time. So that's my goal for you guys, is even if you get off, hop back on, okay? 1, 2, we're going to start at 41 again. 1, 2, ready. Good. A lot of air. Tired?
Yeah.
Should be. It's a lot of work.
Just
So
hit the low notes and then switch to the high notes.
yeah, the switches are hard. So a couple things I noticed, whenever there's moving lines at that tempo, you kind of stumble through it, okay? Another thing I noticed is that your volume and articulation is really spot on, so I'm really happy with that. We're using the toe articulation, using a lot of air at 93, and we got from 41 to the end with, we didn't break apart or anything. And so our tempo was really good. So there's a lot of good stuff. A 77, you guys, so that can be as big as possible. No one's going to tell you to play softer there, okay? So just like we were practicing after we put our mouth on the tube, a lot of air. So as much air, and you can breathe before that and get rid of all your air. So let's try that at 77. 1, 2, 1, 2, right. Uh-huh. So that's like in the march marches, that's what's called the dog fight. You know what that is?
No.
We kind of talked about it in band. That's actually, because back in the day they used to play as in military things, and that's when the planes would fly over, like a dog fight, kind of like planes. So that's the idea behind that. So imagine you're going to war or something. I don't know. So that can be heavy. That's a big heavy thing, right? Right at 93, then we kind of are back in the lighter, bouncier march style. So even though it's loud, it's still light and bouncy. So let's try that at 93, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready? Yeah, and that's actually what I was going to say is when you guys mess up, you have a tendency to kind of panic and go, oh no, and then you forget to breathe and you forget to make good sound. So what I would suggest is if you mess up, that's okay, no worries, right? Take a couple measures, refocus yourself, and then come in with a good breath and good tone, okay? So I think that will make it a lot more successful as we start to run big chunks. Because man, when you guys are doing it, it sounds really great. But it's just when we start to panic.
And what's the fingering for B?
B natural. Can you tell me what it is?
I think it was this.
It is 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
Good job, yeah.
The high one, right?
The high one, yeah. 1 and 2. It's different than the low one. Right, 93. 1, 2, 93, 2, ready? Yeah, so that was good because you got back on at 109, so that's what we want. In terms of that stuff, that we could work on that a little bit in sectionals, but what would be more effective is you just practice it. I think it would take about 5 minutes, okay? So try to work that out on your own, and we'll come back to it next week. Injury, I really liked what you were doing, and it sounds very full, but what we don't want is well, talk to me about the march style. What should it sound like?
It's supposed to be bouncy and it's supposed to lead the troops, like, so it shouldn't.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not a stomp. I was kind of hearing some stomping instead of some marching, you know. So when we get loud, make sure we're not pounding it too hard, especially on the fronts of the notes. So big, full, open, round, sort of loud. All right, let's move on to what do I have next in my phone? I had Mediba. What were we supposed to work on over spring break?
This one.
And what else?
Breathing.
Well, there was a hard part at the end, right, too? Do you guys feel confident with that part at the end? Did you look at it, or? Yeah?
This was a little confusing.
Confusing?
Yeah.
Did the taking it an octave down confuse you? Okay. Do you feel confident with it, or you want to talk about it?
A little.
A little? Let's run it at C. Run it at C. Set the measurement on. So talk to me about the style of this. It's not the same as the one in Metal Freedom, right?
It's honorable.
Yeah, honorable is a really good word. In terms of how it should sound, like outside of the character, what are you going to do with your air?
It should be even more full.
Even more full? Is it ever going to stop? No, it's never going to stop. Should you breathe at the bar line, every bar line?
No.
Yeah?
Between notes.
Yeah.
Between notes?
Yeah.
Yeah. What I would suggest is you breathe, don't make it a habit of breathing on the bar line, but make it a habit of breathing.
Between.
Yeah. Well, every note, but just don't breathe in the same spot because then you lose the sense of momentum it builds. Cool. Right at C. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready? Yeah. We're trying to get that note right out in the bat. So set your embouchure in your air before you play. 1, 2, Ready? As possible, because your tone sounds great when you're putting enough air through the horn, okay? An injury, what I'd like for you is you're having nice and full breaths and your tone's really good, but occasionally I'll catch you doing this, like giving a gaspy breath. So make sure every breath sounds as full as when you did it there. So there should be no tension there, and that's going to make your sound more round and full as well, okay?
Are you supposed to tongue it or snort it?
We were supposed to tongue it.
All right.
Yeah. And that's a good point, because it sounds a little bit muddy right now. So make sure we hear the clean separation in between each note. And not separation, but the clean attack, so it should change right together. Right at C again. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready? Did you hear how much better that was? Wow, I could hear like nice and full tone, you're using full air. That was really, and you changed right in time. Even at the beginning, I was getting like a little fuzz. Did you notice that? Mm-hmm. And I think you were actually working too hard, which is the easiest problem to fix, is working too hard. So make sure your air is nice and relaxed, and just make sure it's consistent rather than forced. You know what I mean? Just get the tension in and relax, and I think you like self-corrected that, and it sounded good down the line. So let's start at F. Does everybody see F? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready? Play the first note. 1, 2, ready? I'm trying to get rid of all the tension because it's going to make your sound more relaxed. And I'm noticing you take your fingers and you kind of scrunch them on one valve, which as you progress and start to play faster things, it's not going to work as well, right? Because you're going to be trying. And so that's just a habit to watch out for. And I think if you look out for it, it's going to get a lot better. Right at F. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready? The problem is actually I can hear you using the correct air. I can actually hear you using it. You're just not getting the right fingerings. Okay. So it's just something, I think that's something to work out on your own, and I really, next time I'm going to check to see that you write in all your fingerings, okay? So that's going to help you out a lot, because I still see you guessing, and the sound is there. I can hear you using the right air, but I just, the fingerings have to be there, okay? The sound okay? Okay, good. I'm going to try it one more time there. 1, 2, F, 2, here we conduct to see if you guys could stay together, and it worked okay until the last thing. And then injury, I think to get the full sound that we want, you want this up. Yeah. Is that okay? Yeah. Cool. No worries. I think to get the full sound we want, you just need to take more air in more often, okay? Just like so I want to see a lot of good breaths this time. 1, 2, 1, 2, right at F. One last thing I want to do before we go down, we're going to sing it, okay? 1, 2, ready? 1, 2, I'm going to get the pitch for us, so I don't mess up.
The F?
That's our first pitch. Yeah, at F. 1, 2, 3, 4. La 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 Okay, now you guys alone. 1, 2, ready? Did you notice the part that we are messing up on is the part that didn't come out well when we sang it, which is, yeah, the chromatic part. So that's something to work on. That measure, just put it on repeat, okay? Sound good, Guyen? Okay, this stuff's coming along. This is our hardest piece, I think, just because of the register. So we'll continue to work on it, but it's time to pack up. Thanks, you guys.